were there. You'd switch on your television at the night, on a night, and you might be after, buying a fish supper or something, waiting for it to warm up in the oven, like. You'd have your tea ready. And you'd be bombarded with these different television trailers, like, And it was awful because you didn't get time to think one way or the other. It was like a rally of TV promos, like telling you what soap was going to be on, like, and it did. There's no doubt about it. It had a traumatic effect on the populace of Ireland and England at the time. There was just too much. There was too much chase. There was far too much chase. Where did I see? I mean, you'd have the juggernaut of Coronation Street coming at you. You'd be between, what Ken Barlow was going to do on the one hand, and then what they were up to in Emmerdale, or Emmerdoodler, as we used to call it, in the wool pack. Well, what's going to be happening there? So you'd be like, in the words of that old song, torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. Like, what soap were you going to watch for the night? Like, and that was before people had now laptops and mobile phones and whatever, so they could sit there and multi-screen, So there would be families definitely went to war over it. And sure, they were fucked altogether when Brookside came in. I mean, even that haunting theme alone, like, do 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 do. That would get you every time. You'd want to be finding out what the hell is Barry Grant doing. Barry Grant was very important, and then altogether, like, they dropped the atom bomb when they put in EastEnders. That drum roll alone, So it was a terrible time. There was no doubt about it, and ITV and the BBC have an awful lot to answer for. RTE tried it with fucking Fair City, but nobody watches that shite anyway.